Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back today with another exciting G.I. Joe toy review for y'all. We're looking at the 25th anniversary today, and we're going back and picking up Cobra Commander. His traditional helmeted version, not the masked version, but we had a couple of different versions of this one come out that use basically the same figure in all of them with some slight variations. There is the one that came with the mass device elements, which had an extra canister of stuff in it. But all in all, it's pretty much the same figure. So that's the one we're going to look at today, is just the regular release version of this. So we'll just go ahead and open it up and do a quick review of the individual figure for you. So stick with us. Cobra Commander, the Cobra leader. This release comes from the 25th anniversary line. The packaging here has the traditional Cobra Commander art here, the nice foil G.I. Joe logo up on the top, and the 25th anniversary logo. The back has all the other characters from the line, as well as the file card that you can clip and save for your G.I. Joe command files. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and slice this thing open. We've had quite a few releases of Cobra Commander through the years. This was one of the earlier releases, so it may not be that important for anybody to pick up nowadays, because I'm sure you probably already picked up a better one. But still, it's a nice figure. Again, nothing special about the packaging here. I do like the silver foil on the back of that, but recycling is pretty much all it's good for now. We've got the figure stand, and taped into the package, his blaster pistol. And that's pretty much all he comes with, so let's go ahead and zoom in now and take a closer look at the figure itself. We'll start off with the figure stand. It's a pretty traditional figure stand from the Cobra line, 25th anniversary version. Got the nice Cobra symbol here on the front, and they have one peg instead of two pegs for the feet, and the code name up front, Cobra Commander. Pretty straightforward, pretty standard, but again, it's nice to have them anyways. The accessory that comes with this figure is just the blaster pistol. It's a really nice pistol. Got a lot of detail work in it. It's not really supposed to be molded after any specific pistol as far as I'm aware. More of a fantasy pistol. But it does have this nice peg on the side of it. So if you look at the back of the figure, he's got this really cool holster built into his back, where the pistol itself just kind of pegs in, and he can carry his pistol with him wherever he goes. That's a nice throwback to the original release, and they've kind of carried that forward with pretty much all the Cobra Commander releases so far. And it's a little nice homage to the original release of the figure itself. Pop this thing off here real quick. And let's look at the figure itself while we're here. Again, this was one of the early releases of the G.I. Joe line, and it's a really nice figure. They did this one well. Again, it's not got a lot of detail work in it, but it is Cobra Commander, and you don't really need a whole lot. They get the point across really well, and they've done a nice job with all the tooling and molding that they've done here. So the helmet itself is removable. And you'll notice it's pretty much just a solid chrome piece there that fits on. He does have this little peg thing in the back of his head that pegs into the helmet here to keep it from slipping when it's on. And it's a nice little touch that they put in this nice gold paint there for that. and the helmet just slips back on most of the time like that. Just press on the back of it to kind of, well, theoretically you press on the back of it to get that notch in place and to hold. Not always the best results, but it is what it is. Articulation wise, the head does rotate 360 degrees and up and down movement as well. Again, just be careful, that helmet is actually pretty loose and will probably slip off if you're not careful. So standard articulation at the shoulders. Whoops, see, there it goes again. Standard articulation at the shoulders, ball and swivel joint there. Same thing at the elbow joint, ball and swivel. This one's a little stiff. It's been in the package for a while. May have to loosen it up a little bit, but once it starts working, it's fine. Then you've got just a standard swivel at the glove end itself instead of the wrist. He does have the rib cage articulation joint. His molded shirt piece, I guess, does limit some mobility there, but not as much as you would think. There's actually still quite a bit of play here. Really nice. Standard T-hook articulation at the waist, double knee joints, and ball and swivel at the ankle to round it out. Again, it's a little bit stiff here, but there we go. That broke up pretty easy. Pretty nice. His legs do look a little thin here, but all in all, it works pretty well. Again, some nice detail work going on in the figure itself. The little buckles here on his holster on his leg have some nice gold work inlaid into them. The pouches have been molded really well. He's even got little gold buttons on his pants pockets. It's a nice little touch. Excuse me. And you'll have noticed when we looked at the pistol earlier, they actually have painted this backpack apparatus thing for his pistol, this nice gold color. And it does have some nice grooves built into it here to match the grooves on the weapon itself. And it just pegs in there really easily and stays on pretty well. So that's a really solid piece there. As far as the pistol itself, he does only have one hand that is got an open grip, so he'll only be able to put it in one of his hands. But it fits in there really nicely, really easily, and he comes away with his big blaster pistol. So there we go. All in all, a really solid figure. The helmet does keep slipping off, but it's a really good representation of Cobra Commander. If for some reason you don't already have a Cobra Commander, I would recommend picking it up. But if you have one of the later releases, there's really not much point in picking this one up at all. There's really not a whole lot going on. But it's a really nice sculpt. They've done a really good job with it, so yeah, pick it up if you can, but if you've already got one, then you've already got one, so you don't really need it.
That's it for our review today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to drop some comments down below. Subscribe to our channel, like us. Feel free to share it with others if you think it's worth sharing. Till next time, Yo Joe.